Hello and welcome back to Lore Fen Anime Play Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2, the Sith Lords. I'm your host, Lore Fen. In this Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2 build video, we're building up the Jedi Sentinel Jedi Watchman build. Yes, this is a light side build. As always, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2 builds like this. Do not forget to hit the notification bell to be updated more. Here are the pros and cons of this build. You're going to have 3 immunities, which is Stun, Fear, and Horror, which is really great. As for skills, you have a lot of them. They'll help you out immensely. Another thing as well, because of skills, you get to craft some of your items yourself instead of using Baldur, for instance, as a crafter, if you're going that route. Another thing as well, you could bounce between using force powers and melee as well. And those skills are great for choices. Now, con of this build goes as follows. You're never going to be powerful as a Sith Marauder or a Weapon Master. And, of course, on the Force usage, you're not going to be powerful as a Jedi Consort or a Sith Master or a Jedi equivalent of that. First, let's go ahead and go over how Sneak Attack works in KotOR 2. In Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2, Sneak Attack works exactly the same as the first game. So if you attack your foes head on without stunning your foes or attacking from a different angle, that's not Sneak Attack, just like a regular attack instead. So in other words, you won't get that Sneak Attack bonus. So let's go ahead and talk about what happens if you move behind your opponent. I'm using the Baldur's Gate 3 models as you see before you, so we moved our favorite rogue from that game behind our opponent. So if you're a Jedi, for instance, the Jedi Watchman, when they get sneak attack, him or her, well, guess what? If they attack from behind, add that sneak attack damage to it. In other words, you're doing a sneak attack, which is great. As long as your foe doesn't notice you, you get that extra damage in. That's a huge advantage with this build. Last but not least is stun of any kind, as grenades, force stun, feats, or anything else that causes your foes to freeze in their place. When this happens, that's an automatic sneak attack. That even works for Atton in this game as well. That's why Atton's a great character. But anyways, with this build, you freeze your opponent by using force powers. Guess what? You go in and do some sneak attack damage. Especially if you're dual wielding, you'll be able to almost rival yourself against a Sith Marauder or a Jedi Weapon Master. Next part of this build video we're going to go ahead and talk about is the levels. Just remember, with this build, you're playing the light side, so be kind, help others, don't accept any rewards. Yeah, be the path of the Jedi, not the Sith. So you can play as male or female. Here's the deal about that. If you play as a male, you get handmaiden as a party member. And some of you like handmaiden because of that certain trick with her robes. Or so. If you're playing a female, you get Disciple. He's a very powerful Jedi consort if you know how to build him that way. He's also a good soldier as well. Any portraits will do, and they're not going to be ugly. That's for the dark side, seriously. I'm trying to look for something that's similar to Rey. Yeah, she gets a chance for these builds. Now, attributes is going to be a little bit different than my, I should say, Jedi Guardian, since you're a Jedi Sentinel. Now, we'll put strength at 14. Now, some people put dexterity at 14 for 2 reasons. To use the weapon finesse feats, in this case lightsabers or blasters. Don't worry, if I do a blaster build, it'll be the same except for I switch strength and dex. For now, for this build, strength at 14. I'm just showing you a demonstration of what I just said. Dexterity at 10, we're going to keep it at 10. If we need dexterity, aka defense, we'll use items to boost it up. Now, constitution at 14, that is important in my eyes. Intelligence, I'm going to probably say at 14 as well. Well, Constitution, we're going to get that to 18. Intelligence to 16 for some of the extra skill points. Yeah, this class is heavy on the skill in a good way. Wisdom at 14. This is really important because we're going to be using some force powers, even some of the dark side. Now, Charisma, I put it at 12. So this is why I don't get penalized much with dark side power usage. So here's the final thing. Strength at 14. We'll eventually build that up. Dex at 10, Constitution at 14, we'll get that to 18. Intelligence to 14, we'll get that to 16. And Wisdom to 14, and Charisma to 12. So here's the deal. We're going to do Persuade. This is very important. We're going to max that out. Awareness, we're going to max that out as well. Don't worry about Repair. We're a cross-class that. We're a starter point. So Security, Treat Injury, and Computer Use, we'll put 2 points into that. And eventually I'll put a point in the Stealth just for, in case I want to go stealthing. And I will definitely get demolitions down the line too, or at least I get it close to maximum. And there you have it. As for feats, this is a bit different than, I should say, my Jedi Guardian, because 2 levels we're going to actually use the feat levels, you guessed it, for getting some cross-class skills and class skills. So Jedi Defense, this gives you points in defense. Every few levels you get that. Force immunity, you're immune to fear. This is what Jedi Sentinel's all about. We'll eventually get to paralysis, I think it is. Jedi Sense, yeah, that's your defense there. You also get as War Veteran 40 Vitality points. Pick class skill repair. So class, it was a cross-class skill. You select this feat as a class skill. So next time we level up, we're going to max that sucker out. And believe me, you want max out in repair to break down some items. And that's about it. So next part is build video. What we're going to do is level up. First, we're going to level up from 2 to 10 as a Jedi Sentinel. This will start off the level 2 to 10 as a Jedi Sentinel. So in this section, we're going to definitely get some intelligence up there. Force sensitivity, that is about 40 more force points, which is a good thing. So put awareness, persuade, and repair. Max those out. Try to do that. See, I just maxed them out. I'm going to try to save some for demolition. For now, we're just putting security, treat injury, and computer use. Computer use, security, and treat injury we're not going to really max out. And there you go for skills. As for powers, we can't do heal yet since we're light side characters. For now, I'm going to go ahead and build up burst of speed. So burst of speed does is, that's one way to do it. I could do that. Or stun droids. Since we're at this part of the game, start of it, get stun droids this way. You can lock them down if they don't resist. If they do resist, that's alright. It's a crowd control ability. That's what we want. So this way we could go to another droid if they're locked down. That's the point of this power. Now we're at level 3. The previous level was level 2. And yeah, finally she gets some clothing. Yeah, the minor outfit, I should say. So let's go for skills. Let's see here. Computer use, awareness, persuade, repair, and security and treat injury. We'll keep that there for now. We'll use some points up. We'll get demolition up there eventually. So let's see here. We'll get ourselves some feats. What we're going to do is class skill demolition. So now demolition is not a cross-class skill. It's a class skill. It's very important for this build because if you're using the EXP mind trick, Mind's trick, what happens is, yeah, you get free EXP. So I decided to pick Burst of Speed. This does is gives you 2 defense and double your speed movement. Now we're at level 4. Every level of 4, you get yourself a free attribute point. We're starting a little bit doing some good, so that's why it's starting to be a little bit blue. So let's see here. We're going to put a point in intelligence. We're going to get that to 16. Some people stop at 14. I say 16 is the sweet spot. I heard others do 18, but that's insanity. So let's do awareness. Let's see here what we're going to do first. I'm probably going to go ahead and say at this point, put some points into demolition. Next level, we'll focus on awareness, persuade, and repair. So this way we max it out. So let's see here. We get another force power, and I feel like I want to do is we can't do heal. Is valor. So valor is gives you, if I remember correctly, all your save throws for the party, and your party members get is 2 attribute points. Very good buffing skill for a light side user. Now we're at level 5, so things are looking good. You're starting to get used to the games and used to the Jedi Sentinel class. And also making good choices. So what we're going to do is max out Persuade, max out Repair, and of course try to max out Awareness. We'll get that next time. So we're just going to focus on those. Demolition will get close to maxing out. And there you go. As for powers, let's see here. Okay, we got these other 2. We're going to go ahead and grab this one. Stun does it locks a foe into place. If they're don't make their saves, they're stunned. If not, they'll still fight you. Some enemies are immune to stun, so be cautious about that. Now we're at level 6, so things are getting interesting. We're going to try to catch up some skills, which is going to be very important. Some will definitely max out. Skills here, let's see here. Max out Persuade and Repair, that's very important. There you go, there at 9. Awareness, we're going to max out. That's the 3 we're going to really focus on and put some points into demolition. And there you go. As for feats, I'm going to go ahead and get ahead of myself. So normally, if we with 2 weapon fighting, besides we got the immunity to stun, ignore the fist fighting. But anyways, back on point. The normal penalty for 2 weapon fighting without any feats is -10, -6, unless it's an offhand. Is balanced, and it's -6, -6. Now with this feat, you start off with, if you have both your main and offhand is not balanced, is -6, -6. But if the offhand's balanced, it's -6 on the offhand, -4 on the main hand, which is very powerful stuff. You want to get healed. This is really important because this is used to heal your party members, which is 5 vitality points plus every charisma and wisdom modifier. Very powerful beginner healer force power. Now we're going to get to level 7. So we're getting close to the second level to get attribute points. But for now, let's get 7 done as a Jedi Sentinel. As for skills, let's go ahead and max out awareness, persuade, and repair. Those are important. And demolition, we're going to try to get close to maxing out at least. So I'll just see here. Yeah, let's go ahead and do security. So this way we can start unlocking things as well. So we'll eventually get some of those skills done. Items will help you out as well. Now, improve 2 weapon fighting. The penalty gets dropped down to -4, -4. If no balanced weapon, -2 main hand, -4 offhand. We're going to go through that whole line for that. Very powerful stuff indeed. So let's select that. As for powers, okay, so now what we're going to do is disable droid. So it'll disable all the droids around you for 5 meters. They'll be stunned. And if they make a 4-2 save, they're not going to be stunned at all. And the damage will be half. Yeah, this will start to do some nice damage against droids. Now we're at level 8 for the Jedi Sentinel. Every character level of 4, you get yourself a free attribute point. This is really important. So let's do an attribute. We're going to go ahead and do intelligence. Now we're going to keep that at 16 on buffs. So our next goal after intelligence will be constitution at 18. Awareness, persuade, and repair. We're going to go ahead and do that. And let's see here what else I could do. All right, just go ahead and put a point in demolition. And let's see here. I'll do security and computer use. That'll be it from here on out. Now, some people put treat injury to 20 for crafting reasons. You could go ahead and do that, up to you on that. But still, awareness and repair and persuade must be max. Really important. And demolition close to max. So let's go ahead and decide what skills what we want. So, let's see here. It's not much of a selection, but that's all right. And I'm going to go ahead and select energy resistance. This shaves off 6 points of damage, which is the following, which is energy, sonic, fire, cold, and electric. This is used for only you. So if we get further down the tree, on the other hand, it'll be party favor. In other words, it'll be a party force power. Now we're at character level 9. So we're getting close to level 10. So we're knocking out the first 10 levels with this build. Skills, let's see here. Awareness, persuade, repair, and and demolition. And then you put computer use and security. So this way it'll be high enough up there. The other one's not maxed out, but it's high 40s. That's what we want. As for feats, what we're going to do is master 2 weapon fighting, not improved. So with master, the penalty is -2, -2 if no balanced weapons. So if the offhand's balanced, what happens is the main hand has no penalties and just -2 on the offhand. That's the best you could do with the spell for 2 weapon fighting for the chance to hit. Now we're going to go ahead and do is this one. Let's see here. Yeah, stasis. Now stasis does this more powerful version of stun. Locks them into place if they don't make their 4-2 saves. If they're locked in place, you have sneak attack. You get to sneak attack damage later on. Now we're at, you guessed it, level 10. We're working on the Jedi Sentinel, so this way we become a Jedi Watchman and get sneak attack. That's our goal for this level 15 with the Jedi Sentinel. In order to fist fighting, that's for another time with another character in party. Just do like I did, and definitely one is persuade, repair, and awareness maxed out. Especially awareness. There's some dialogue for Jedi Sentinels to abuse on that. Now, Knight's Vow does this +3 on everybody on all their attributes, +3 on your all your saving throws, and now they're immune to poison when this is effective. Really good stuff. So definitely select this force power, and that's about it for level 10. Now we're going ahead and level up our Jedi Sentinel for the last time from level 11 to 15, starting off with level 11. So let's go ahead and do that. As for skills, demolition, persuade, repair, awareness, security, and computer use. Some people put treat injury instead of computer use, but this light side playthrough, so T3 and 4, I'm going to get some bonuses from the little droid. So let's go ahead and use force powers. Now we have ourselves another lightsaber form experiment with that. Now, Night Speed's this. You get double defense, that's from 2 to 4 now, 1 extra attack per round, and your movement speed still doubled. Very useful self force power. Every single force user should have this. Now we're at level 12. Every level's a 4. You get yourself a free attribute point. So level 12 is no different. So attribute, now we're done with intelligence. We're work on his constitution. When we get that, you guess it to 18. So we can use all the implants in the game. Yeah, we're squeezing out some stats. That's how we roll. Compare use, demolition, awareness, persuade, repair, and security. We'll do that. There you go. As for feats, force, immunity, paralysis. So we cannot be paralyzed. No more paralyzer on us. So we got ourselves another feat to pick from. So we're going to work on our lightsaber one. So we'll do this weapon focused lightsaber. It gives us +1 attack bonus with lightsabers. Since we're dual wielding, we get attack bonus in each hand. This is what we want, folks, is that. As for powers, we get ourselves another lightsaber form. Again, experiment with that. So what we're going to do is improve heal. We're going to go ahead and go with that route. So this does is heals 15 vitality points plus your charisma wisdom modifier and your character level. So if your character level is 10, so it's 10 plus 1 each on the attributes. So that's 13 plus 10 is 23 or 15 or whatever. Yeah, it's really high. So we're level up raid to 13. So let's see, compare use, demolition, awareness, persuade, repair, and security. Eventually we'll put a point in the stealth for a certain force power. So for now we got the lightsaber done. Now we're going to work on his improved flurry. So with improved flurry, the original penalty is -2 to defense and -4 penalty to attack. Instead, you get -1 defense penalty and -2 to all attacks of that round. But you get an extra attack to hit your foes with. Really useful. So as for powers, we get force channels. So this is another ability instead of a stance. Regenerate force power. Your force powers become more powerful in combat. Destroy droids. So this is like an AoE lockdown and attack. So it does a lot of damage against droids. It is some really powerful stuff. And yeah, let's go ahead and look at that. So force channel, there you go. With that now, you can select that instead of your Jedi lightsaber stances. So if you want to be more of a force user, select that. So we're at level 14. So we're getting close to finish off the Jedi Sentinel class. Ignore the unarmed specialists. We're not fist fighters. Computer use, demolition, awareness, persuade, repair, and security. And there you go. And there you go. Another lightsaber form. So we got ourselves our heal. We got ourselves a destroy droid. Only thing we can really do at this time is this. Improved energy resistance is this. So first 12 points of elemental damage is shaved off. Good news about that. Everybody in the party gets this. This is a party favor force power. Universal too, which is, by the way, really great. Now we're at level 15. This is the last of the Jedi Sentinel levels before we do a class change. And we have a high alignment, so this is good news. Compare use, demolition, awareness, persuade, repair, and security, and that should definitely do it for the skills for now. Hit the OK button. There you go. As for feats, we're going to go ahead and do his Master Flurry. No penalties at all, and you get that extra attack per round. No penalties to attack, bonus stuff, it's like for example to hit, and no penalties to defense. So abuse this as long as you like. It's a very powerful feat. Next up, I'm going to work on his toughness, but for now, Master Flurry. So you have an extra attack against your foe. So now we're going to go ahead and let's see here. We get some good choices. I decided to do stasis field, so we'll lock down a whole bunch of foes. It's like a crowd control. It locks them down, and when we class change, we'll be able to sneak attack against them. And that's about it for this level and class. Now, this will cover level 16 to 20 as a Jedi Watchman. Talk to Kreia at level 15 with 75% light side points up. If you're there, congratulations, if not story level. So every level 4, you can sell free attributes. So we're going to start putting more points on Constitution until it's 18. So we have a lot of hit points for a Jedi Sentinel, but we will use all the implants. Now we get all the skills. Look at this. That's not cross-class. It's good news indeed. For now, we're going to all put all the points there. And we'll just put one in security. We'll get rid of that. We'll just put that in a stealth. And that should definitely do it for this level, for the skills. And eventually we get force power with that. So we get sneak attack 1 and greater prestige sense. So what this is you get +2 defense at level 1 every 5 levels in this class. You get yourself more defense. You're going to see some high defense up there. Just believe me. So also sneak attack, if I remember right, it's 1 to 6 damage is added if you either have your foes stunned or if you attack from behind. Now you get +2 damage bonus with lightsabers. So in that case, that's one in each hand, and that should be about it for that department. And there's your sneak attack. Yeah, see, 1 to 6 damage. We're not going to get all the sneak attack feats due to the fact we're a Jedi Watchman. That honor belongs to the Scoundrel and Sith Assassin. However, we're going to get some nice sneak attack as we go along, which is going to help our DPS up. As for powers, we get Force Camouflage, so adds our stealth points, and we'll be able to camouflage a little bit more better with that. So in other words, it's like a free stealth without the belt. Master Valor, this gives everybody 5 points in all their will saves and 5 points in their attributes, and immune to poison. This is a party favorite one. Very powerful light side buff. People love that all the time. So I'm going to go ahead and show you that force, power again, and there you go. This is used without, of course, a stealth device or stealth generator, and it adds with your stealth. So really, we're not going to use that much of it due to the fact that, we'll be able to lock down foes, and we'll be able to use sneak attack that way constantly instead of just one-time use. Now we're at level 17 for the Jedi Watchman. Yep, that's right. We're a new prestige class, so it's a new day, new dawn. So put your points like I am, minus stealth and, of course, treat injury. We're max out awareness, persuade, and repair. That's very important. Now, master speed is you get 4 defense, 2 attacks per round, and your movement speed is double. Really powerful self buff. Every force user should have this and abuse this at the start of combat. Now we're at level 18, so we're finishing up the teens. So as a Jedi Watchman, let's go ahead and do just that. Computer use, demolition, awareness, persuade, repair, and security. And there you all go. As for feats, ignore the unarmed specialists. We're not fist fires. That's handmaiden or Baldur if you're going to go that route. So toughness is this. You get 1 extra vitality point when you level up. You take this at 20, for instance, you get 20 extra vitality points. With this build, you're going to need all the vitality points you could get. That's one way, but I prefer another way is regenerate force points. I forgot about that. Get this ASAP. This does is challenge the force to regenerate your force points a lot quicker. So you get some force points back in between combat, during combat, and so eventually we will get the toughness line. So let's see here. We got some good choices to pick from. Now we're going to go ahead and let's go ahead and see here. Yep, there you go. Master Heal. So we get 15 vitality points gained plus every charisma and wisdom modifier and 2 times your level. So for instance, you got level 20, you get this, and then 15 vitality points and no modifiers. That's 35 points you get healed, which is good. Or I should say 45. Sorry about the math. A little bit off on math today, folks. Now we get sneak attack. That's 2 to 12 damage added to your sneak attack, which is melee damage there, which is good. Put the skill points like I have. As for powers, let's see here. Let's go ahead and grab this one. So master energy resistance. First 20 points of elemental damage get shaved off for you and your party members to absorb. It's a great party favor. So in case you don't want to use any of those shields or such, or you run out of shields to use, you fall back on this. And yeah, I'm going to show you this sneak attack again. If I remember right, it's 2 to 12. There you go. Yeah, I think it's there. Where is it at? There's the 1 to 6 and the 2 to 12. So it basically doubles every time you level up. Unfortunately, we're not getting all that. However, we get some neat party favors as you guys, the Jedi Watchman. That's our goal. Anyways, that's about it for this level. So let's move on to the next one. Now we're at level 20. Every level of 4, you get yourself a free attribute point. So let's get level 5 for the Jedi Watchman. Attribute, we're going to still put that in the Constitution. Eventually, we'll definitely get that to 18 and then stop there and put the rest in the Strength. So let's see here. Skills, computer use, demolition, awareness, persuade, and security. As for powers itself, let's see here. Now, I decided to revitalize is revives one party member who's down. When you use this force power to get 5% of their vitality points back, which is a nice thing. So let's go ahead and do that for this level, and that should do it. Now, this section will cover level 21 to 30. We're Jedi Watchmen, so if you did know EXP Mind Trick or the Korriban Secret Tomb Farming Trick, yeah, you're stuck at 30. If not, skip the section, you'll be able to go to 50. Put the skill points like I have. Okay, let's go over feats, shall we? This shouldn't be too hard. Okay, we got lightsabers. Let's see here. I'm just looking over everything. Forgot to get the regeneration of hit points. Doesn't need that much. Toughness, like I explained before, every level, including the levels you previously have, we get 1 vitality point. This is retroactive. So you get at 20, you get 20 vitality points. It's like 20 hit points. Just like in Neverwinter Nights 1 and 2. Now, improve revitalize, aka revive, I call it. Does is everybody who's down except for you gets back to life with 5% of their vitality points. Very powerful stuff. Now we're at level 22, Jedi Watchman 7, so let's go ahead and do just that. Let's see here, computer use, demolition, awareness, persuade, repair, and security. And yeah, we got ourselves another sneak attack, and if I remember right, that's 3 to 18. Am I sure? Yep, 3 to 18 points. There you go. So we get added that if our foes are stunned or we attack them from behind, like a rogue. Now, besides the extra vitality points from previous feat, so any damage that's over 20, you shave off 10% of that damage you suffer. So it's a good ability to have and abuse. So let's go ahead and do that. Hit the OK button. As for powers, we get improved force camouflage. It's better than the other version of that. So you get to use it almost better than the other one for stealthing. After revitalize, instead of 5% of your hit points you get back, you get 10% back. So yeah, let's go over that. I'm supposed to do it. There you go. So what this does is adds plus 4 points to stealth skill when you use this power. And you don't need any stealth belts or anything like that. So if you want to be stealthy, that's alright. Now we're at character level 23. So Jedi Sentinel 8. So let's go ahead and just do it. So that's computer use, demolition, awareness, persuade, repair, and security. Hit the OK button and powers. We got revitalize, revive line done. So let's do battle meditation. So when you use this, you and your party get the following: +2 attack rolls, +2 damage, and +2 will saves. Extremely useful stuff. This is very powerful, and there's actually a dialogue for it. Well, that dialogue's in the story. I'm not spoiling it when. So now we're at character level 24. So every level of 4, you get yourself a free attribute point. So this last time we're going to put a point into Constitution. So let's go ahead and pump that sucker to 18. Yeah, this is a sure way we'll get all the implants we get to wear now. Just put the skills like I have, but awareness, persuade, and repair must be maxed. So let's see here. Let's go ahead and look. We got to look around, and I'm just looking carefully. Okay, so Master Toughness, you get the previous 2 feats. This time you get extra vitality points. So you take this at level 20, you get a total of 40 vitality points. 20 from the first one and 20 from this one. So those vitality points will help you out greatly. So next one is improved battle meditation. You get all the bonuses that you get from the previous one. However, if your foes fail to make a will save, they get -2 attack, -2 damage, and -2 will saves. And then when that happens, you get to do crowd control against them much more easily. Very useful party favor. Seriously, we want to max out that entire line. It's also a universal power, which is great. Now we're at character level 25, Jedi Watchman 10. So we're moving along nicely, leveling up. Now we get sneak attack 4. And if I remember right, that is, I think it's 4 to 24 damage to sneak attack. I'm sure of it. Master battle meditation, party members get +4 attack rolls, damage, and will saves. And if our foes don't make a will save, they get -4 attack rolls, -4 damage, and -4 will saves. And by the way, that regenerates your party's vitality points as well. All 3 does, but still it's nice. There you go, sneak attack 4. I was right, 4 to 24 damage when you do a sneak attack. So lock down your foes, sneak attack away then, just by attacking. Now we're at, you guessed it, level 26. So we're Jedi Watchman level 11. We're getting close to 30, halfway there. Ignore the unarmed specialists. Handmaid and Baldur, if you go that route, are fist fires, not you. Put the skills like I have. As for feats, okay, so let's go ahead and see. We're going to do is a Flick Mind. This will give us extra dialogue choice for Force Persuasion. And it's useful for 1 or 2 influences. Mainly 1 for HK47. Now we're at, you guessed it, level 27. So we're really getting there. So hit the level up. Let's go ahead and do that. There you go. As for skills, let's see here. Computer use, demolition, awareness, persuade, repair, and security. As for feats, we get ourselves another feat. So we're done with this line, the toughness line. And let's see here. Okay, just looking around. And no, we cannot get the dual strike. Now, unfortunately, Jedi Watchmen don't get that. Yeah, we got screwed on that end, but that's all right. So now we're going to go ahead and do is this. Improve power attack, so you get +7 damage. However, your attack rolls are -3 to hit. However, your critical hit modifier increases by 1, so if it's ×2, it's now it's ×3. And if they fail their Fortitude save, you get to push them back. Great against multiple weak foes. It's another option in the tool chest for attacks. That's what we want with this build as well. We get ourselves another force power, so we're going to go ahead and do the other one, which is Dominate Mind. It's much more powerful version of Flick Mind, and only the main character can use this. Very useful in case we want to go that route, or Persuade's not working. So be careful on that, though, because you may get some dark side points out of it. So now we're at character level 28. Every level's a 4. Get yourself a free attribute point. So let's go ahead and do just that. Level it on up. So as for attributes, let's see here. Constitution, we got that to 18. From here on out, it will be strength. So put all your points in the strength. So eventually, we'll definitely get some high up there. So be prepared for that. Yeah, we'll definitely get to 20. Just did my math. Because it's level 32, 36, 40, 44, 48. That's 5 points there in the strength after that. Computer use, demolition, security, persuade, awareness, and yeah, put those points there like I did. Let's see here. Okay, so we got another sneak attack. So now it's 5 to 30 damage, which when we do a sneak attack, so it adds to our normal damage, which is powerful. Now, master power attack, damage increased by 12. You still get hit with the -3 to a hit. So that's bad news. You still get the 1 multiplier up, so we get triple the damage when we do a critical hit. And we can push our foes back. Great against weak enemies. Master camouflage, it's very powerful. And I'll just say it's probably 8 points it adds to stealth when you use it. Sometimes it works definitely if you have very low stealth as well. I'm not going to argue. Anyways, Force Aurora. So this gives your character +2 bonus to the defense and all saving throws. So if you need some extra saving throws, pop this baby for yourself. It's a light side power. Now we're at level 29. So we're getting close to 30. So if you did not do no tricks at all, yeah, stop at 30. Compare use demolition, awareness, persuade, repair, and security. Awareness, persuade, and repair must be maxed. Very important. Now, Force Shield gives you set +2 bonus to defense and save throws. It's now +4. It's used for yourself or Craig in your party. If you use it, Craig gets it as well thanks to the Force Bond. Now we're at level 30. So this is the last of the 20 levels, now going to the 30s. So let's go ahead and hit that level up button. Skills, let's see here. Computer use, demolition, awareness, persuade, repair, and security. And there you go. As for feats itself, in order the unarmed specialist, we're not fist fighters. No, we're not street fighters. So we got those done. And I'm going to go ahead and do conditioning. Conditioning does this, gives you +1 bonus to all saving throws for your character. So it's very useful. In fact, I suggest you all should use that. So this way, those saving throws will help you out big time in case you're facing a tough foe who likes to abuse force powers like crazy. Now, Force Armor, instead of +4 bonus to defense and all save throws, now it's +6 for yourself. Really useful down the line, and that's about it for this level. Now, this section will cover level 31 to 40. So, if you did any EXP farming tricks with or without the Restoration mod, congratulations. And that sneak attack gives you 6 to 36 points of damage added when you do a sneak attack to you with melee. Just put the skills like I have. So we're going to go ahead and do Force Push next. We're going to go on down there. Let's go ahead and explain that ahead of time. So Force Push does push the foe back. They're knocked down. If you cannot get to him, if you have Ant in your party, he'll be able to do sneak attack until that foe gets up. Still, it's a great crowd control. We're going to work on that line exclusively next. Now we're at character level 32, Jedi Watchman 17. So every level's a 4. And character level wise, you get yourself a free attribute point. And let's go ahead and do strength. Yeah, rest of the time I'm going to put that sucker in the strength. We'll use items to boost it up like crazy. There's some good strength items out there that could get you to 30. And yeah, ignore the intelligence and wisdom boosts. I did some influence stuff with my party members. So let's all put all the points there. There you go. As for powers, we're doing Force Whirlwinds. Much more powerful version than Force Push. And ignore the Force Berry. But anyways, this Force Push one is great. Again, you push them, they get locked into place. If you can get to them in time, you hit them, they get sneak attack damage. In other words, you do the bonus damage. So, yeah, we're going to get that one. Next one, we'll get the other line, and that should do it. And that's about it for level 32. Now we're at character level 33. So let's get the show on the road with that. Hit the level up button. As for skills, let's see here. Computer use, demolition, awareness, persuade, repair, and security. As for feats itself, let's see here. We get some feats to pick from. And I feel like I'm going to pick this one. Improve conditioning. So instead of 1 point in all your saving throws, now it's +2. It replaces the previous one. It's a very good feat. You want some saving throws towards the end. Big time. Now, force wave. So all foes around you get pushed back for 5 meters within a 15-meter range. They get, I should say, crowd control for 6 seconds. That's enough for you to hit them like crazy. If they don't pass any saving throws, of course. And that's about it for this level. Now we're at character level 34. So things are looking up for us. We're doing a lot of good. We're about to max out our, in this case, light side points, which I did, by the way. I'll explain about that in a bit. When we do character, I should say, party member advice. Put the skills like I did, sneak attack. So now that is, let's see here. That is 7 to 42 points of damage. And if I remember correctly, that is the last sneak attack we do get, unfortunately. Yeah, Jedi Watchman gets screwed on that end, but we got a lot of good stuff as well. Master conditioning, that's +3 bonus to all saving throws. So basically, your saving throws will be really up there. Instead of +2, it's +3. So that's like a win-win situation in my mind. So let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and do his Force Berry. There's some good choices I could pick from. But Force Berry is a good one. This shaves off 4 points for yourself, blunt, piercing, and slashing damage. Basically melee damage. Now we're at, you guessed it, character level 35. So Jedi Watchman 20. So we're overlapped big time on the classes. Skills, computer use, demolition, awareness, persuade, repair, and security. Awareness, persuade, and repair must be maxed. So now, since I am working on the barrier line, I'm going to do is improve force barrier. This will shave off the first points of 8 damage against blunt, piercing, and slashing. And that's a very good power you should have. Now we're at, you guessed it, 36. So every level of 4, you get yourself a free attribute point. We're putting the rest in the strength. You'll see why. So let's go ahead and do that. Once again, ignore the intelligence and wisdom boosts influence. Computer use, demolition, awareness, persuade, repair, and security. There you go. As for feats itself, we already got the conditioning line done, so we're finished with that. No more of that at all. The only thing we have to do left is, you guessed it, is critical strike. So the first critical strike feat we get is 19 to 20. With this is 18 to 20. Penalty of -5 defense, and if they fail their 4 or 2 saving throws, they get stunned. If they get stunned, you go and do some sneak attack damage. You heard me right. It's a gateway to open up that. Let's see here. Master Force Barrier. So first 15 points of blunt, piercing, or slashing damage you get hit. With this on, it shaves it off. Now we're at level 37. So Jedi Watchman 22. You're doing a lot of good in the world and more. In this case, you're just farming EXP mines or the Korriban Secret Tomb Cave. Whatever choice it is, or you find something else to farm. Put all the skills like I have, make sure awareness, persuade, and repair are maxed out. So now our choice is starting to get a little bit slim, so what we're going to have to do is decide which one we want to keep. Yeah, seriously, and I think it's this one. Force Body is this. What this does is you lose 50% of your health and Force Energy points, I should say. However, your Force powers are really boosted up there. Combined with the Force ability, that's the purple one, and yeah, you got a lot of power. Now we're at level 38. That's Jedi Watchman 23. So as for skills, computer use, demolition, awareness, persuade, repair, and security. Make sure the main 3 are maxed out, and we're gonna go ahead and do the other one. So improved force body is the same as the power boost you get. Instead, you only lose 40% of your vitality and force points. Now we're at level 39, everyone. So this is very good news. So let's go ahead and go over that, and let's talk about that briefly. So let's see here. So skills we're going to do is computer use, demolition, awareness, persuade, repair, and security. As for feats itself, master a critical strike. So now your threat roll range is 17 to 20. So you roll your 17 or up to 20, you get a critical hit. -5 defense penalty applies. You can still be able to stun. If they get stunned, you do sneak attack damage. Master force body. So the penalties is dropped down to 30%. You only lose 30% vitality and force points in order to boost up your force power you use, like force lightning and such. Now we're at level 40. Every level to 4 gets yourself a free attribute point. So Jedi Watchman level 25. We're getting closer to hitting that cap. So we'll put our points into strength. So after that, 44 and 48, we'll put it to 20, which will be good. Computer use, demolition, awareness, persuade, repair, and security. And let's see here. I'm looking for a second. Now we just got to make some good choices. I'm going to go ahead and say Advanced Jedi Defense. This gives us +3 bonus to deflection rolls. So we'll go ahead and do that. There's also penalties do apply. It will counteract some of the penalties you receive from someone using the precise feat automatically. So now what we're going to do is force resistance. This will resist most force powers. If you get the upper hand on roll, you're basically immune to many force powers for at least 60 seconds. It's very good defensive universal power to use for your character if you're facing a tough boss that loves to use force powers like crazy, and that's about it for this level. Now this section will cover level 41 to 50, and we'll start at level 41. Eventually we'll get some dark side powers, but we're going to get last of some universal powers. Computer use, demolition, awareness, persuade, repair, and security. Big 3 must be maxed out. So let's do force immunity. So this will protect you against many force powers against a powerful opponent. So what happens is if you get the roll, this lasts 60 seconds. It's all or none for that. So we'll level up our character now to a level 42. So let's go ahead and do that. Computer use, demolition, awareness, persuade, repair, and security. The big 3. Get them up there. As for feats, we're starting to scrape the bottom of the barrel for the feats. Unfortunately, we got all the good ones basically. Master Jedi Defense, you get +6 bonus to all deflection rolls. Certain items will add to that. Same thing with crystals. This will help against the, I think if I remember, the precise feat, because if someone has that, yeah, you get penalized against someone on deflection rolls. This will help you negate some of it. So we're done with that. Before we start the dark side powers, we're going to go ahead and get rid of some. Force suppression. So this will get rid of the first 2-tier force powers that your foes have. They have to recast it again. By the time they do, after you mess with them, your party members should wreck them big time. That's about it for this level. Now we're at level 43 for the character levels, Jedi Watchman 28. So let's go ahead and do that. So put the skills like I have, make sure awareness, persuade, and repair are maxed out. Very important. So let's go down the list and get the this one, Force Breach. This will get rid of all force powers, including the Inspire Follow ones, which has 6 tiers to it. They have to cast it again. Once again, by the time they do it, they get killed, especially by Atten or Kreia. Just saying. Now we're at level 44, character level wise, and Jedi Watchman 29. So let's go ahead and do it. Attributes, we're going to go ahead and put that point into strength. There you go. As for skills itself, put the points like I have, and then big 3 must be maxed out. There you go. Force powers, we're going to start getting some dark side ones finally. So first of all, what we're going to go ahead and get, I feel like it's a good idea too, is Shock. It's a single direct damage against foes, which is 1 of 6 points of damage. Some modifiers and character levels will boost up that damage. It's not bad to use. It'll eventually morph into Force Storm. That's what we want. It'll cost us more to use, but you know what? It's a good thing, and that's about it for this level. Now we're going to go ahead and level up character level 45. That is Jedi Watchman level 30. So as for skills, usual suspects, make sure awareness, persuade, and repair are maxed out. This is really important. You can be using those especially with conversations or help you out with certain influences. That's why the Jedi Sentinel class is real good for that, and plus the Prestige class comes after it. Now you have a few choices. You could get medium armor if you want to. I say that's alright, but I prefer probably to start boosting up some of my skills, so this way it'll help me out later on in the game. I'd rather do that, but it's up to you though. If you want to have more options with armor, that is fine. or better yet, go ahead and do empathy. That's another good one too. Unfortunately, we do not have dual strike. Yeah, this class, I should say Jedi Watchman, does not have that, unfortunately. So empathy gives you +1 skill bonus points to the following: persuade, awareness, and treat injury. I'm really going for persuade and awareness, seriously. So now we're going to go ahead and do his Force Lightning. It does a frontal arc against your foes, does 1 to 6 points of vitality damage, plus your other modifiers as well. They can resist that, which will cut it in half. So let's keep on going. Now we're at level 46, so that is Jedi Watchman, level 31. Yeah, just I'm going to go ahead and hit the level up button. Let's see here. Same skills as before, so we're almost at 50 on the main 3, what we really want. So what we're going to do is improve empathy instead of +1 point, and the following skills: persuade, awareness, and treat injury. Now it's +2. It replaces the other one, so pretty good. It's a nice bonus. Now, Force Storm, this is a powerful AoE attack. It's going to cost more for us light side users, but that's alright. Still, it's very nice. Everybody takes a lot of damage from it. Now we're at level 47, so we're going to go ahead and get the last set of dark side powers before I pick one more feat. So as for skills, let's go ahead and select the following there. And we're at 50 now for awareness, persuade, and of course repair. Very important on those. So let's go ahead and go over the last one we're going to get. That is the fear. We're going to go ahead and start the fear line. This will be the last crowd control. Fear does is it focus on a single target. Now, please note, if there's any foes that are Jedi Sentinels, they can resist this, but or I should say they're immune to it, but still, anyone not immune to it, they'll freeze in their place. We're working towards insanity, which is much more powerful version of fear. Now we're at level 48. This is the last time you get yourself an attribute point. Again, every level of 4, you get yourself a free attribute point. So let's go ahead and do it. We're going to go ahead and put that strength to 20. And there you go. We're all set. Ignore the intelligence and wisdom really high. That's a whole bunch of influence. Yeah, you get a lot of influence in the game from your allies. That give you free attribute points as well. Put the points like I did. And okay, demolition, I think, yeah, I got it there. And that's about it. Yeah, every single point. So I'm just going to do it again because I just want to double check. I make sure I do everything right. Good idea at this point to double check all your skill points. Otherwise, you might mess up. Now, Master Empathy, you get +3 skill points in the following: persuade, awareness, and treat injury. Replace the other 2, which is good. So that's why the main reason I'm doing that. So let's go on down. We're going to do his Horde. This is AoE dark side power that locks down your enemies. So it's a good ability to use. However, it can be resisted to some foes can wear items like that can resist it. Now we're at level 49. That is Jedi Watchman 34. So we're getting closer to the cap, which is, you guessed it, everyone, level 50. So let's see here. Just put the points like I am. Awareness, persuade, and repair. As for powers, we get the last dark side one for the build, which is insanity. This is the most powerful crowd control one that locks everybody into place. Bosses and tough enemies can resist it, or say immune to it at times too. Now we're at level 50. That's Jedi Watchman 35. This is the last time. Put your skill points in, etc. So go ahead and do it like I did. Make sure awareness, persuade, and repair are maxed out. As for powers, I'm going to go ahead and just do throw Lightsaber. That's the only one we could really do. We could pick the other powers, but that's the only option I felt at this time we could select. And that's about it. So we're done leveling up from level 1 to 50. Next part is build video is suggested party members and influence. So here's the deal. First of all, for influence, your main character, if you get max light side powers, what happens is you get +3 constitution. People tend to go for that. But still, it's very nice. So here we go for party members. Ant's a perfect fit because if you can lock down foes, you and Ant can do sneak attacks. Baldur's alright, but if you have him on crafter side, use him as a crafter. If you use him as a fist fighter, it's okay. Mandalore is more of a dark side playthrough, but if you want to use him, that's fine. Disciple is really good. So if you don't have, for example, your main character as a Jedi KotOR, yeah, he's perfect for that. Kreia is one of the best party members to have, obviously. Vis is a good one, depending on which way you want to go. Mirror is very nice because they're a blaster damage. You make her a Jedi, it's really good. T3M4 is very good for most parts. HK47 more of a dark side playthrough. Go if you want to use it, that's fine. So if you for this build, I'll probably say is Et and Kira, or you can't get Kira, then get Disciple or Visa. And that's about it for suggested party members. Next up is Gear Advice. As always in Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2, what happens is this. Gear, for the most part, is RNG unless noted otherwise. So here's the deal on what type of gear you should go for. Since we put strength in the build, definitely go for strength and constitution. If you have dexterity in it, that is fine. Now, your crystal has wisdom in it. That'll help you out some. If you want to get a wisdom item, that's fine. I did it for the headgear itself. So this way I have some abilities to make sure my Jedi powers doesn't get resisted a few times. Still, it's a very powerful setup. I will also go over lightsabers last. But first, let's go over the gear that you could definitely equip on your main character. Let's go over implants. First of all, physical boost D package, plus 3 strength, constitution, and dexterity. Requires 18 constitution to use. You definitely good idea to get this. If you cannot find any of these, look for something similar to it. Just trust me. Sometimes you'll find it, other times you cannot. Headgear, circlet Osiris, that's plus 5 wisdom, light side only users. Since we're light side, this will help us out greatly. If you cannot find any of this, go for any with immunities, or better yet, some with dexterity in it. So let's move on to the next one. Now for hands, aka gauntlets, Dominator gauntlets, plus 5 strength. These are really good. If you cannot find any of those, look for something similar with strength in it. As for arms and shields, names armband, that's your main character, plus 1 constitution. This is at the Pelagus 2 crew quarters in a foot locker. You want to grab that before you leave because it's a one-time area. Vertpine prototype shield absorbs the following for 170 points total. Energy, sonic, cold, heat, and electric. If you don't like those type of shields, go for the melee versions. As for belts, I felt like it's a good idea for the GNS Strength Enhancer. It gives you plus 4 strength. If you cannot find any ones like that, look for other belts that have strength in it or dexterity. If you're really unlucky in those two departments, resistance. Now, as for the robes, I'm going to go ahead and explain if you're going that route. Dark Jedi Master or Jedi Master robes. Either one will do. It just depends on your taste and style. Here's the upgrades. First of all, overlays. You want the armor plating overlay 4. This gives you plus 2 dex, 1 on reflex, and 8 stealth. Yeah, we could use all 3 of those. While stealth will help us out some. Requires 27 repair to craft. You'll be able to craft it. Next up is the environmental underlay 5. For the underlays, this will give you the following. 30% versus cold and fire. Resist 10 slash versus cold and fire. So it'll shave off the first 10 points in those. Requires 26 demolition to craft. Now, if you cannot find robes like this or you're unlucky, look for a good strength one that you could definitely upgrade on. Let's go to the other armor type. Now, for the light armor, the ones that can actually use force power, so you want the Jiao Shi Mentor armor. That's the best I could say for this. Plus 1 persuade, plus 4 charisma, which will help out you greatly when using dark side powers. So this way it'll cost less, and plus 1 wisdom. And 4 defense is nice as well. Now for the upgrades here is as it follows. Energy shielding 4, 30% versus energy. Requires 30 demolition to craft. You'll be able to craft that for yourself. Here's the underlay. Strengthening underlay 5, plus 3 strength and constitution. This is the most important upgrade you want to have. Requires 29 treat injury to craft. Look for a party member with treat injury to do this for you. If you cannot find armor like this, look for something similar to it. Next up are the lightsaber advice. Please note I'm separating this into 2 categories, main hand and offhand, and also I will tell the upgrades as well. But first we're doing the crystals. Now, first of all, you want your name crystal. It has your name on it. It levels up with you via Kreia. Or if you find it, for example, at level 35 to 50, it'll be at its highest. It'll also level up with your alignment as well. Now, here's the location of crystal. It's found on the planet Dantooine in the Crystal Cave, just like the last Star Wars game. Now, here's the other crystal you want, the Slori crystal, plus 3 energy damage. Damage bonus versus dark side, which is 1 to 8 blunt damage, and plus 3 attack. The bonuses are only for light side users. If you cannot find another crystal like it, look for something similar to it, minus the light side stuff, of course. Let's go over the upgrades on the main hand. Now, first of all, for energy cells, you want the ultimate dilithium energy cell. This gives you 5 energy damage, requires 29 computer use to craft. You'll be able to craft this, just trust me. For emitters, you want the expert fencing emitter, plus 5 defense bonus, plus 3 energy damage, requires 27 repair to craft. You'll be able to craft that. For lenses, you want the Pontai lenses, plus 1 attack, 2 to 12 energy damage, requires 27 awareness to craft. You'll be able to craft that yourself. So now let's go to the offhand. Now, first of all, for these crystals, you want the Arcyrus Sapphire. This gives you Keen +1 Dex, +2 Strength, and +2 on the health regen. The Empyrean Crystal +3 attack, 1 to 8 energy damage. You cannot find the Empyrean one or the other one. There's the Pearl one. That gives you a lot more damage as well. Now let's go over with the offhand upgrades. For the upgrades for the offhand, same as the main hand, so I'm going to go ahead and just list the name. For energy cells, you want the Ultimate Dilithium Energy Cell. For emitters, you want the Expert Fencing Emitter. And last but not least, for lenses, you want the Ponti lenses. It's basically the same, so you have to get a lot of crafting, do a lot of parts to break down in order to craft it yourself. And that's about it for equipment and lightsabers. So let's definitely go over combat and tactics next. As always, either before or during crowd control phase, which is usually in the crowd control abilities I have, you want to buff yourself up to a degree. Now, for instance, for speed, it's a good idea to buff up Valor as well, and battle meditation at least. Now, crowd control, you want to use any form, especially the droid one. Now, on the organics, if you freeze them into place, you'll be able to do sneak attack damage. So, not only you get your normal damage, you get bonus damage as well, almost rivaling, you guessed it, a Jedi Guardian prestige classes. Now, last but not least, if you want to use Force Storm to clear out the room or weaken your foes, good idea as well. One more important detail, if you cannot lock down your foes, try to get behind them, so this way you can do some sneak attack damage. If you cannot do sneak attacks, you have At in your party, make sure Ants want to attack your foes from behind. That's about it for a combat demonstration in this build. Here's some final advice before I do end this build video. When you level up your character, learn how to do crowd control big time. Also learn how to buff before or during the crowd control phase, so this way you do a lot of damage. Once you get the hang of crowd control and you're the prestige class Jedi Watchman, start practicing on crowd control and then doing sneak attack damage. Speaking of feats that are melee, flurry or power attack's the way to go. If you want to do critical hit, that's fine as well. Definitely take advantage of your skills, especially your demolition and your talking skills to help you out greatly. Awareness is really useful. It'll open up so many windows, including some influence with your party members. Now with this build, we got computer use as well, help you with T3M4, so this way you get some bonuses from the little droid as well too. Make sure you definitely go for strength, constitution, dex gear. If you cannot, definitely go for wisdom and of course charisma. You'll be able not only melee like crazy, but use the power of the Force to lock down your foes or straight out kill them. This is it for my Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2 Jedi Sentinel Jedi Watchman build video. This is Lord Fenton signing off. Thanks for watching and have a great day or night, and do please stay safe. Please subscribe to my channel for more Star Wars content just like this. If you like what you see, then pick my suggestion on the upper left hand corner or YouTube's suggestion on the bottom left hand corner. May the Force be with you.